People can't get enough of Squid Game, Netflix's new Korean mystery series. The show is a hit, and sure to please anyone who enjoys thrillers and mind games. It follows a young father who struggles with a gambling addiction. In order to get out of debt and fix his relationship with his daughter, he joins a mysterious game to win some money. But the games soon turn deadly, with surprises around every corner. Unfortunately, with only 9 episodes so far in the series, you may binge through them quite quickly. That's why we've made a list of 10 series and movies like Squid Game that you might want to stream next. Liar Game. If you're upset that Squid Game is over, this show may be exactly what you need. Liar Game is similar to Squid Game and follows a young woman who receives a mysterious package full of money. As the new contestant of the Liar Game, she's forced to cheat and scheme her way to the top. If she wants the ultimate prize, she'll have to outsmart the biggest con men in the game, but that's not all. She may just be forced to take down the entire game if she has any hope of making it out alive. As she gets further into the game, the stakes get higher. This is definitely the next one you should watch after Squid Game. Battle Royale. If violence and gore are your thing, this is definitely for you. This one is a movie that was a mega hit YA series. This may be the craziest, goriest option on the list. Battle Royale is a dystopian murder competition where the government captures a group of high schoolers and forces them to kill one another. Set on a deserted island, this cult classic Japanese film is sure to keep you on the edge of your seat the entire time. The crazy competition will keep you guessing with tons of twists and turns. The 3%. This show is set in the distant future, and the characters live somewhere called the Inland. In the 3%, most of the population lives in poverty, but there is a way to escape. Every year there's a series of tests for the young adults who have turned 20 years old. Completing these tests are called the process, and completing them will allow the winners to move away and leave the Inland. Unfortunately, only 3% of the kids make it through the process. These 3% are promised a new and better world, but little do they know, they'll have to fight for their lives upon their arrival in their new home. This series could be perfect for anyone who loves mystery and sci-fi. It will leave you asking questions at the end of each episode and surprise you with what comes next. The Society. If sci-fi is your thing, be sure to check out The Society. This show follows teenagers who live through a mass disappearance where most of their hometown has gone missing. Based in Connecticut, the plot follows a busload of high schoolers who run into a storm during a school trip. When they're forced to go back home, something is different. Every adult in their town has gone missing, and their lives are changed forever. The characters must work together to solve the mystery of what really happened, but they may never be able to get their loved ones back. They may not even be able to survive in this new world on their own. Have you seen a show you could binge so far? Stick around for more Squid Game-like suggestions. But first, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more. The OA. You may have heard of the OA, but if you haven't gotten a chance to see it yet, now's the time. It's a series that follows a young woman who suddenly returns after having gone missing 7 years earlier. It's an intense mystery story full of mind games as the FBI and family try to put together her story. No one knows what really happened, and the disappearance causes rifts between the characters and the community. The woman's reappearance raises questions and confusion, especially since she was blind when she went missing. Now she can see, and everyone is beginning to realize darker forces are at work. She'll have to work with a group of strangers to uncover the truth about her disappearance and dive deeper into a mysterious world none of them saw coming. Sense8. Like Squid Game, Sense8 is about a group of people who must come together to avoid violence and overcome something scary. In this series, 8 strangers from all around the world are brought together by a mysterious connection. Their only hope of avoiding a violent future is to work together to uncover what's really going on. Sense8 was a hit on Netflix, and it was also one of the streaming platform's first major original programs. If you're a fan of Lily and Lana Wachowski's work, you really can't miss this show. As both writers and directors of the series, this was their first TV creation, and it's sure not to disappoint. Sense8 will keep you guessing and features awesome characters that will quickly interest you. Sweet Home. Sweet Home is one of Netflix's most successful K-dramas. In this series, a group of people must work together to survive, but to do so, they'll have to resist their selfish natures. Sweet Home follows a high schooler, Song Kang, who moves into a new apartment right before an apocalypse hits Korea. This zombie/monster apocalypse forces the inhabitants of his apartment complex to work together and keep the creatures out of their home. But how long can they keep them out? And how long can they survive inside? Song Kang is forced to trust his new neighbors if he has any hope of living until tomorrow. Circle. Circle is a U.S. horror film that follows 50 strangers who've been kidnapped. They're all forced to choose who lives and who dies while in a high-tech execution room. The strangers vote in order to decide who deserves to live. Alliances are formed and lines are drawn as the participants try to figure out how to make it out alive. Every 2 minutes, someone new is killed. The only way to avoid death is to vote for the death of someone new. Will these strangers try to work together or turn on each other until they all end up dead? This is definitely an intense movie that will shock you until the end. Black Mirror. If you haven't heard of Black Mirror and loved Squid Games, now's the time to start the epic binge of this show. With multiple seasons, Black Mirror could keep you occupied for a while with its endless plot lines of mystery and sci-fi. Many episodes are futuristic and offer unique perspectives that include dystopian settings and twisted characters. Black Mirror has an interesting and maybe creepy take on many issues, with underlying social messages and metaphors. Each episode is unique, which means it will always keep you guessing. It's difficult to get bored with a show like this, and after watching Squid Games, the Black Mirror universe could be perfect for you to dive into. Nerve. Nerve is a techno-thriller adventure starring Emma Roberts and Dave Franco as players in a mysterious online game. In this movie, people sign up to participate in the game as players or watchers, with the players acting on dares voted by watchers in order to win money. This intense version of Truth or Dare soon turns dangerous as they try to navigate their way to the end. The film slowly turns from fun to deadly with more intense dares and greater consequences. The characters soon find they may not be able to reach the end of the game at all. Alice in Borderland. Finally, we have Alice and Borderland. This should definitely be your next show because it's probably the most similar to Squid Game. Like Squid Game, Alice in Borderland includes a lot of different games the characters are forced to overcome. This Japanese sci-fi show follows a gamer and his 2 friends who find themselves in a new version of Tokyo. This desolate version of the city brings them on an adventure to uncover hidden mysteries, but to do so, they have to take part in dangerous games. These games are categorized by playing cards, with strength games as spades, team battles as clubs, battles of wits as diamonds, and games of betrayal as hearts. In order to live and load their individual visas that allow them to escape this alternate reality, they must master all 4 playing cards. Can they survive in this wasteland, or will they die before they understand what's happening to them? With many similarities to Squid Game and a story that keeps you guessing, this could be the perfect show to line up next. Well, Squid Game may be over, but hopefully this list helped you find something to take your mind off the loss. Did you find one that interested you? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.